Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we received another new hotfix for the beta 1.5.0 patch. Again, there's some good issues fixed and a lot of crash fixes. So the link to this hotfix announcement will be down below if you want to read it for yourself. Also, I did a review video on the 1.5.0 beta patch when it came out. I'm going to link that down below as well if you did miss it. Also, I have a script like always. Everything that I say and all the links that are stated, they're all going to be down below in the description. So let's get right into the changes. So here are the changes. Leaving a faction while in an army is now fixed. So there was a problem with this. Now it is fixed. Good to see. Next, we have is fixed a crash that occurred when joining a kingdom as a vassal while being employed as a mercenary for that same kingdom. So whenever you wanted to upgrade from a mercenary to a vassal of the same kingdom, sometimes a crash would occur, but now that is fixed. Next, we have is fixed a crash that occurred when Lord Wants Rivals Captured quest was cancelled by a declaration of war. So if you started that quest and all of a sudden a war happened, you would crash, but now that is fixed. Next, it was fixed a bug that caused the total issue count to be less and less over time. Issue means the same thing as quests, so quests would become scarcer and scarcer as time went on, but now it should be like normal again. Next, we have is added meshes for the Highland mail shirt and the Highland mail shoulders. So on Reddit, somebody posted that some of the armors look kind of weird. They don't have real like texture on them. It looks just like a, looks like a screenshot was put over the character of what it's supposed to look like, but it has like no depth to it, right? They've added those meshes, so that is now fixed as well. Next, we have a multiplayer change, which is a clan game map selection list now consists of up-to-date maps. So before, if you wanted to play a clan game, especially a skirmisher mode, the new maps were not included, but now they are. Next, we have is fix an issue with white textures. So this was a problem that I also had while I was streaming. What's his name? Rodagos. He had a helmet that was all white, like very, very shiny white, even though it was supposed to be silver, I think. So hopefully that's what the white textures that they did fix. I'm pretty sure that's what it means, but maybe there's some other white textures that there was a problem, but now that is fixed. Next, it was fixed a save and load crash related to settlements that do not have an owner. So I'm guessing there was a problem with saving and loading when there was settlements that don't have an owner, because obviously now, since lords can die in battle, there's going to be a lot of times where the owners disappear because obviously they died in battle. Next, we have is fixed a bug that caused notables, mainly village notables, to disappear after some time. So this has been a big problem for a little bit, where notables were either disappearing from towns and villages. I think they fixed the town one a couple hotfixes ago, and they finally got to the village notables, and they fixed those as well. Next, it was fixed a bug that caused a settlement ownership kingdom decision to trigger for enemy settlements if they were reclaimed before the vote took place. It's kind of, it's a good explanation of exactly what it is, right? So there was a bug that was caused whenever, a decision would trigger for enemy settlements even if they were reclaimed before the vote took place. Kind of self-explanatory. Next, we have players can now only enter empty settlements if they are owned by their faction. The gate will now be down for enemy settlements even if they don't have a garrison. So what they mean by this is, before, if the enemy, let's say town or castle, had no garrison, for some reason you could not siege it. I don't know why, but if they had a zero garrison, 0 troops in the militia, and you tried to take the town or the castle, you couldn't. Now you could, because the gate will appear down as it should whenever you try to siege it. Next, it was fixed a bug with neutral heroes trying to create parties. So I'm guessing by neutral heroes they mean like minor factions and stuff of that nature, if I'm not mistaken, or what's called companions, one or the other, but the bug is now fixed. Next, we have is fixed a bug in the loading order which led to instability after loading. This should resolve issues with ghost armies. So there you go. If you had issues with ghost armies, there is your fix. And obviously fixed a bug with loading as well. So good to see overall. But that's pretty much all the changes and fixes for this hotfix. Let me know what you guys think about it. Lastly, I'm going to end this video in the same way I end most of my update and hotfix videos. I want to thank the developers for staying active and bringing good changes. Also, I have a video on how to revert your game to any other patch released. So if you are having a problem with this current patch, or if you're stuck on a different patch and you want to get to this patch, which is the beta 1.5.0, check out the video below. It's very simple, it's very straightforward. And lastly, I did start a Patreon, and it's nothing crazy. I just use it for basic support. There's going to be no paywalling. All my content will always be free. It's just if you want to support what I do, and you know, it does take time to make these videos. So if you want to support it, go ahead, but it's not mandatory. And hopefully this video was informative, and like always, stay safe.